The truth is, most of the content that you find on YouTube just doesn't help you that much. And the only way to actually get good at this is to just sit there and practice every day. It's like anything. It's a skill. It takes time and effort. But I can show you a couple of the things that I have picked up along my journey and just little techniques and strategies that I use all the time to make my sounds. The main problem with watching tutorials is you don't want to watch a video of somebody making their sounds and copy their sounds. But it is fine to learn techniques that they do and see how they process their sounds and how they get to their end product with their sound design. But I think what you should focus on is honing in your own sound and just developing your own techniques that work for you. The best thing you can do is dig around, find cool samples yourself, find stuff that nobody else has, experiment with different ways of creating sounds. You want to try to make unique stuff. While making unique stuff is obviously very important, it's also important to just get some basic foundational principles that you kind of jump to just to start things off, and then you can get creative. You can't build a house without a foundation, so you gotta level the ground to start building things on top of it. And these tips that I'm about to show you, or strategies, are things that I've just figured out on my own mostly. Obviously, I've watched a lot of tutorials and I've talked to a lot of music producers. Some of these things I picked up from other people, some of them I haven't. Sometimes I'll see some producer that I like do some weird specific thing that creates a sound that I'm in love with, so I'll just do that. But I still have my own unique twist in like things that I do that I feel like people don't do the same way that I do them, because I develop habits. I like to think of sound design as like an instrument, and the techniques that you use will make it be a different sound. For example, if you compare like a guitar, the way you hit the string will make the note have a different timbre. Like you can hit a pinch harmonic, or you can hit it higher up on the bridge, hit it lower. So you'll see guitar players that develop their own sound. You're like, you can identify it. You're like, oh, that's Stevie Ray Vaughan. You can tell by the way it sounds, because he has his own his muscle memory that he always hits that same little weird bend. But when it comes to sound design, whenever you develop these little habits and these little muscle memories. Like for me, the first thing I do every time I start out a sound is I put OTT on it, and then I put saturation before the OTT at like 10%. I don't know why I do it, but I always do it. And I get into this habit. Like I have a bunch of random little habits I do. I always mess with harmonic stretch and vital. If you've seen the videos that I've made in the past, you've probably noticed I do the same things quite a lot. The most important thing about this is when it comes to sound design and making things, you have to just do it every day, because it's a skill that you have to practice and you have to dedicate yourself to it to get good at it. It's like you can't get good at it in one day. You can't just go to the gym and work out really hard one time and get strong. It's not how it works. Sound design, you can't just sound design all day really hard one time and get good. No, you have to every day just like kind of learn a new thing here and there. Just keep freaking pumping that iron every day in the DAW, and eventually you'll just have so much more swag than everybody. That's all you have to do. But yeah, let's just get into this. Some of the things I kind of just do. The first thing I do, most of the time, if you guys know me, I've just been a massive Vital advocate, because it's free, and paying for Serum is something I just didn't want to do. Just me using Vital as the free alternative to Serum completely shaped my entire sound as an artist, because I just only did Vital. And the reason why it shaped my sound is because I would say like 80% of my songs have unison advanced harmonics in them. And this, you could probably tell why. I think it sounds dope. Like, just right there. Boom. Technique number 1. Harmonics stack. So, modulating table spread kind of scans through the wavetable in the unison voices in different harmonic ratios according to the fundamental frequency. Imagine you have this waveform that we're playing. Now you take the harmonic ratios that follow after it, right? That's what this harmonic unison thing is. It basically makes all the unison voices the overtones of the fundamental, but like it pitches them up by ratios. And then the table spread just does the wavetable automation, but at those different harmonic ratios. Now, let's do wavetable automation. Let's see what this sounds like. Just already, like, just come on, you guys know this sounds pretty sick. If you guys know me, this is the type of stuff that I like. Let's actually automate this here instead. We can remove this. Like, that's so cool. Pitch bend. Pitch bend is how you make your sound have personality. Your sound has to have personality, because this is just ba-na-na-na. Like, you need to go ba. Like, watch. Let me demonstrate this. It's very slight and it's very subtle. Next production tip, low pass filter. That's how you get that sound. I'm not even gonna explain it. You guys know what that is. That sound, that. Just like that, I already have what could be the song of the year. Want to know how to make it the song of the year? Production tip number 3 or 4. Duplicate it. This is something you can do in Ableton that FL you can't do, because when you clone things in FL, the automations don't carry over. That's why I like Ableton. I hope I'm wrong about that and somebody corrects me in the comments and you can actually do this in FL. But one of the main things that handicapped me in FL was every time I cloned something, all my automations didn't carry over. So it kind of like, whatever. Here's what we're going to do. We have the clone, more unisons. And the goal here is to create a top layer. reverb. Wash it out. All of these spectral morph modes or whatever they're called in Vital are so sweet. Like the vocode just sounds awesome. Next method. Turn it into chords. These are just root notes. Let's take this whole thing. Let's make this into the minor third. Let's make this into the major third. And let's make this into the minor third. Sync. You guys can't sit here and tell me this doesn't sound pretty cool. Now the trick here is let's try something here. OTT to flatten it a little more. Since this is a background element, let's make it wide and let's do Portal on it just to give it some more swag. Cool. Now we can group all these. A little saturation. Do a little glue compression. Cool. Now the final element will be simple yet deadly. The sub. Now let's make sure to remove our sub from other things. Cool. I'm telling you guys, the sauce is in the spectral warp modes. Harmonic series? That's like a perfect fifth above it, I believe. Even if it isn't? Actually, yeah. Scratch that. Here's another cool method technique. Delay. Any short delay will do the trick. Another method. Shifter. Use some more of my drum samples. If you're interested in my drum samples, they are in the description. Sound effects, also important. You can find some sound effects in my sample packs. Not a lot though, I'll be honest. You're better off going on Splice that has an infinite library of sound effects if you want sound effects, but I'm going to use my own sound effects for the sake of this video. But if you want Future Riddim drums, I am the best at that. Future Riddim done right. That's good. Next sound design tip: record your own vocals and layer them with the processing of your other sounds for maximum swag. You could say anything. I'm just like, what did I do today? I ran today. Run around. Run around, I just wanna run around, run around, I just wanna run around, run around, run around, run around. These claps are fire. I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I'm very happy with the end product of what I just made right now. I know my thoughts might have been sort of out of order, or the whole concept of this video might have kind of taken a turn, but I feel like it was natural and organic, and I just got kind of lost in the sound design of what I was already kind of doing. It's really easy for that to happen because sometimes it can be hard for me to talk and make videos like this because I'll get sucked down a rabbit hole in a way where once I hear a sound that I like and an idea pops in my head, my brain prioritizes chasing that idea to its completion. And then once I feel like the idea is complete, then my brain is like, oh shit, I should have been talking. It's very easy to get lost in a flow state when creating things like this because when you start tweaking knobs and doing things, I'll demonstrate a technique that I like using. And then next thing I know, I'm like, whoa, I just scored right now. This is a cool sound. And then I just want to make something out of it. And then I kind of get lost in like not explaining what I'm doing. But I really hope that if you did watch this entire video, at least you got to watch me produce a little bit and see like what happens. Like for this, to break this down, it's literally all started with one vital patch that I made, and I just duplicated the vital patch and modified it a bunch and added a bunch of layers to just create like a totally unique sound. Like nobody can make this. Nobody can recreate this because, well, I mean, I guess you could recreate this because I recorded it, but if this wasn't on video, it would be literally impossible to exactly recreate this. Which is why I love doing stuff like this, because that's how you get your own unique sound. Anybody can take like a basic saw wave and a popular drum kit and make something that sounds not unique. But this sounds unique to me because I made all of these drum samples. I sound designed this entire thing from scratch and I put my voice in it. And it's every single thing you're seeing on the screen right here came from me. So that's where I get my unique sound. Nobody can make my sound because I literally made my sound. It's all my drums. It's all my synths. It's just me. Obviously, I have influences from other artists and I've taken inspiration from people, but that's what you do as an artist. And as a creator, you always draw inspiration from things. Maybe it's from your childhood, maybe it's from movies you've seen, maybe it's from music you've heard, maybe it's from artists you look up to. But I think the number one most important thing that you need to focus on if you're trying to improve, and for those experienced producers, you should also work on this. I need to work on this myself. And it's just every single day, just work on something. Even if you're not making anything fire that day, just get the trash out of the way, because you have to make 1,000 garbage beats before you make that one beat that's the one. Like, think about this. If you had a notebook and you wrote little tally marks in it for every time you spent an hour working on a beat. If you did that 365 times, 365 tally marks, do you think by the end of that you would not have made a fucking banger? Yes. If you just lock in and do it every day, you'll make bangers. And that's important, is doing it every freaking day. That's how you get it. That's how you get up. Like, literally, it's so simple to get good at this shit. It's like, you may look at it as a beginner and be like, oh my God, there's so many buttons and there's so many things that I don't know what they do. I don't know what half of this shit does in Ableton. I'm looking at like these infinities. I'm looking at the C button. I don't even know what those do. Oh, that's panning. I just learned that. I just learned something on camera. Anyways, all I'm saying is just start by doing shit. Just do it. Just make stuff, click buttons and tweak knobs and record it and just make it happen. If you watch the video all the way to the end, you probably understand how much value is in this video and how much you can take away from this. And it's for free. I hope you don't mind me asking that you please support me and buy my drum kits, because they are only $5. Anyways, that's all I got for you today. Make sure you stay locked in, stay motivated, don't give up. Just do it every day. I know it's hard sometimes, but just grind. Just make music, make it better, make it more successful. Do it better than you've ever done it before. Like, really put in that effort. Cool. Thank you. Yeah. Banger, 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 banger.